we do a lot of work with shotgun so that we can track, we produced over 7,000 shots last season that you guys saw, but there was 22,000 versions that went through the pipeline. Wow. That's like the biggest television show I've ever heard.
So how many cameras are you simultaneously shooting with?
We're shooting, we'll shoot with the standard, three,
maybe four,
maybe a drone unit, maybe a special, Technocrane situation.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to get all the data that we need, from those cameras, the metadata, the camera data, the measurements and all that, that's all been more or less digitized, which, even just helps the throughput of what we need from the set.
Yeah.
And just having, again, just having access to, we all have iPhones, so we share notes of like, hey, by the way, we shot off set this day. Hey, I got it. We'll let people know. Or, if I'm in Mammoth and Brandon's here in LA and, somebody else is at home sick, like we can all still progress the day without missing a beat, because honestly, television has no time for the weary, sick, or tired.
Well, something that like even like 5 years ago was like a huge pain, but we did an episode last year where there were two Adrians, there were two Kellys, basically.
Yeah.
We had to do some compositing.
Oh, astonishing job.
Yeah, but we're not a Marvel movie, and some of this stuff is we have to do some old-fashioned trickery, but literally I took my Avid over there. We plugged our hard drive into the video feedback, the video tap, for lack of a better word. I pulled out some QuickTimes and I was cutting on set to make sure stuff was actually working in real time. And then also Brandon too, to double check his compositing, was also doing the same thing and literally compositing on set on a laptop, so we could get some real time feedback. It's a little jerry-rigged, but it's like trying to do that 5 years ago would have been impossible.
Yeah, and it really brings me to the digital point. Like, digital has completely revolutionized the process. From a post-production standpoint, you mentioned if people are off sick and everything, you're able to still collaborate through phones and everything. Are you using any kind of telepresence in order to be able to do remote editing and things like that?
Not specifically like remote editing. It's more, we'll use the given, file sharing systems.
Okay.
But even just like trying to send something to Seth, like we get it together, we send it to him to his phone so that he can have it in his hand, and if he needs to use it on set for something, like, we'll make sure that what he's using, what he's seeing, is accessible to him also. So I don't know. It's
well, we did a little bit of work with the system Evercast.
Yeah,
it's a remote editing system. The thing is that because, and I say this with love and with ultimate admiration, Seth is so fast. He literally sees fields. I've said this before. He can hear fields and see fields because of his animation background, and also he's a freaking genius. That the Evercast system had a delay, so we could only use it for more macro-based stuff.
Oh, wow.
So we actually had to do stuff in the room, but we could edit from thousands of miles away using the Evercast system with my Avid basically up on somebody's phone.
Wow.
Incredible.
Same thing with Skype, too. We share screens with Skype.
And we did the same thing for, the scoring sessions.
Yeah.
We would, if somebody was able
Symphony?
to...
Yeah.
But we did have a setup where, if a director or somebody wasn't able to make it, they would be able to, tap into the system, and be there and talk back to the composer, talk back to everybody that needs to be involved. We have definitely tested a lot of things because we are moving at such a breakneck speed.
Yeah.
But it's also been such like a crazy adventure to be able to say, hey, we can do this. Like, features are doing it. Why can't we?
Why can't we do
features? Like, come on.
We're basically doing an 11-hour feature this year. And look, in fairness, is the scoring stage. You can't see where I'm pointing, but it's the lot. The Fox lot is big. It's not the biggest lot, but that's 6 minutes from getting the scoring stage back to stage 15.
Yeah.
You do that 4 times in a day, you've lost a half hour. A half hour times every week is a quantitative, a large amount of time. So everything adds up.